This segment brought to you by Kansas Wheat. Learn more at rediscoverwheat.org.
Hi, this is Kyle Bauer. I have the opportunity to visit with Jennifer Schmidt. She's a farmer from Maryland. I thought it would be interesting to find out what her farming operation looks like. Can you tell us about the crops you raise and approximate acres, Jennifer?
Sure, we're about 2,000 acres, which for the state of Maryland is fairly large. About 750 acres of corn, 750 acres of soybeans, give or take. Usually 300 or 400 acres of wheat. We grow soft red wheat on the East Coast. And then we also have between 50 and 100 acres of canning tomatoes we grow each year for a cannery in Pennsylvania. Usually 100 to 150 acres of fresh market green beans for a distributor on the eastern shore of Virginia. And then we have about 20 acres of wine grapes we sell to the region's budding wine industry. So the way I describe our farm is we're a grocery store farm. We grow the ingredients that you find at the grocery store.
Has this been your crop mix for quite some time?
For about the last 15 years. So it's my husband and my brother-in-law's farm that they purchased from their dad. It's third generation. And we were a hog and beef cattle operation predominantly for the prior 50 years or so. It was an all outdoor operation with porta huts and moving water lines and moving fence lines and rotating and whatnot. And with the EPA coming down with the Chesapeake Bay mandates with water quality, we decided to get out of the livestock operation because it really would have meant a whole lot more capital intensive, changing the whole farming operation really to an enclosed system as opposed to what we had been doing, which was sort of just the old traditional way of raising hogs.
Your area has availability of chicken litter and also some other manures with the EPA's mandates on the Chesapeake Bay. Has that affected your cropping practices?
It has. It's made it really difficult to access manure, which sounds really strange. You would think with a state with a large poultry industry that poultry litter would be freely available. I was unable to source any poultry litter this year. We had to go strictly with commercial fertilizer. And so that, in terms of what you want to use for resources and inputs to be able to use a local product that is going to enhance the soil beyond just nitrogen or phosphorus with all the micronutrients and the organic matter that you can get from poultry litter, it's a much better use. Enhances we farm in sandy loam soil. I mean, we're coastal plain on the Delmarva Peninsula, so to be able to use poultry litter to enhance our soils is a good thing. But we've been really challenged in being able to source any poultry litter over the last couple of years.
We're visiting with Jennifer Schmidt. She and her family farm in Maryland on the coastal plain. This is Kyle Bauer reporting.
Earlier in my life, I rode bucking horses in rodeos, and my shoulders took such a beating, and that was probably the reason for having several previous surgeries on both shoulders. About a year ago, I decided that I didn't want to have another surgery, and so I contacted Kansas Regenerative Medicine, took their treatment process. It was relatively pain-free. Now, after 8 months, my shoulders have healed to the point where I think I'm probably 90 to 95% of normal. It takes a couple of months to start to see results and feel real progress. That continued to increase gradually until now at approximately 8 months. And I'm extremely pleased. I've got full range of motion. I can lift weights, I can throw, I can do a lot of things that I couldn't do without a lot of pain previously. So I'm tickled to death with the results, and I'd recommend this process to anyone.